Before we start the video out, if Jesus Christ is your Lord and Savior, comment amen, because Christ is King. Don't be like this gentleman right here in my last video. God bless you, my friend. I hope you find Christ. Just to let you know, Jesus does love you. But if you guys comment amen, automatically enter to win a Byrna CL. And I want every one of you guys to defend yourself, family, friends, and loved ones. So by commenting amen, in 2 weeks' time, I will be reaching out to one of you guys. You'll win a Byrna CL. So if you're in any of the 50 states in the US, this could be yours free of charge in 2 weeks' time. So I appreciate it. Let's get to the review. Because you are who you are and you do all the disarms, can you disarm this?
I can.
We're on a spaceship. All right, what is going on, everybody? We are not down on range 3.5. We are, don't know this logo, we are at my uncle's place. You see the title, you see the thumbnail. I don't know anybody more perfect for this review than my uncle. Be here in a second. We're reviewing today one of the best concealed carry, less lethal launchers, the Byrna CL. Let's talk about it. And here he is, my uncle. No, hold on. Ready to come into frame, uncle? 'Cause I don't think I've ever publicly announced who my uncle is.
Yeah.
So, all right, so come on in. Uncle, let me introduce Uncle Dale.
Commander Brown, Detroit Results Training. Nephew.
Exactly. Tell we look alike.
We are ready. No, I heard that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Always,
so, this is Dale Brown.
Yes.
You guys don't know who he is.
Commander Brown.
I don't know how you
Detroit Results Training.
I don't know who this man is.
Nephew.
Quick little backstory. I actually used to work with him about, 11 years ago. People that don't know, you want to give a brief summary of you.
Yes. So for the past 30 years, my organization has been devoted to one thing, and that's keeping people safe.
Yeah.
So we teach people how to defend themselves, their families, communities, corporations, and we provide bodyguards like Nephew to communities. So what you're getting is not a security officer necessarily. You're getting someone who's trained to literally protect your family, protect your community, and do so in a way that's legal by understanding psychology, law, and skill, creating nonviolent outcomes by design.
And he actually does it. So now a lot of people sped up on who he is. A lot of people like to throw shame. It's the internet.
That's right.
I actually used to work for him, especially when it comes to hand-to-hand stuff. The guy knows what he's doing. I've actually used it myself.
Awesome.
So that's a little backstory. So without that,
before he was going overseas, doing all kinds of 24 type things, which you can't talk about right now.
No.
Just know this, real deal.
What better person to talk about a less lethal setup, Byrna CL. So what better person to talk about setup, self-defense than the expert right here?
And that's what we do. We use non-lethal technology, lots of different types of rifles and pistols. And our goal is to make sure that we have the ability to create safety and do so safely.
You already seen it, but it's the Byrna CL.
Yes, the CL's great.
CL's fantastic. So it's their CL concealed launcher. So
and
basically,
it's smaller, but it's actually as powerful, if not more powerful.
Yeah.
And that's because of the design. The design is excellent. And this is a tool that I definitely recommend. It's got a smaller handle. It allows you to operate in a more efficient way because you also have here the ability to mount optics.
Correct. RMSC footprint. Yep.
Excellent.
Yep.
And because the slim nature, you can actually conceal this better.
Yeah. Especially with the grip, how thin it is. It's a lot thinner than the LE.
Yes.
I like the fact that it has a magazine capacity. You know, I did a couple launches in the past, and you actually had to feed them in by hand.
Yeah.
It's only a 5-shot, but I like the fact that you can actually take a magazine and load it in and out. So
convenient.
Yeah, the technology built in. We'll get into the tech here soon. But since it's kind of cold out, we're in Michigan, I'm not going to take this out to my range, but Dale has his own range here, and we'll show you.
Commander Brown, Detroit Results Training.
We'll show you Uncle's collection.
A.K.A. Dale.
A.K.A. Uncle Dale, absolutely. So we'll show you his range and all his stuff.
Inside.
He has a lot of experience with this stuff. So let's go to the range. I don't want to be shot with it. I'm just going to be honest.
Yeah, no.
But if you want to be, I'm joking. I'll give you $20 on. It's about your rack right here.
Here is our rack of Byrnas. This is in the original form from the factory. This is a TCR, Tactical Compact Rifle. And it is an excellent tool. We use these and we modify them in different ways and use them in the field.
Man knows what he's talking about, for sure. As you can see, he's got his own little range out here. So
that's right. Perfect with the man with a knife. So you want to train when you're shooting, whether it's a firearm, a real firearm, or a now less lethal, then you want to shoot something that has a weapon. So you're actually training your brain to only shoot armed aggressors. All
right, so the CL, like I said, has a magazine system. It's actually a 5-shot variant. So you just load in your 61 caliber rounds in here. Now, what I like about this system as well is the fact that you need no tools. So the CO2, 8 grams of CO2 goes in here, and what you do is, the cool thing about this is that's the tool. It's built into the magazine, so you can't even notice it until you pull it out. This is actually the tool to take this off. So you just put this in here and just rotate, and that's it. Rotate her out, and then you take your CO2, just drop it in. Now, a little pro tip. So when you do this, you want to just make sure you hear this click when you just press it in once, firm press. That was it. Just a little click. So now it's completely seated. Take this little guy, just thread her on. And then all you do is take this and maybe turn it a quarter of a turn. A little snug fit, and it's good to go. So the system isn't primed yet. The one thing I will say I really like about this is it has a technology built into it where the CO2 does not charge the system until you pull your first shot. So you can actually essentially load up the CO2 and not worry about it leaking through the system. So when you actually do have to use it, it's leaked out, but this system is actually primed as soon as you pull the shot. So now the system isn't primed yet. It's just sitting in here. It goes off as soon as you pull the first shot. Now, a little pro tip is if you want to prime the system and get that first initial like higher velocity shot, all you do is pull the trigger in halfway and you'll hear the gases come through, and that'll charge the system. So let's go ahead and load the mag. And the CL comes with 61 caliber projectiles. It looks like these guys right here. Now, a cool thing about the CL is the old school ones take, what are these, 68, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so these are the 68. See, this is 68 and this is the 61. Cool thing about this technology, especially with the CL, is this thing shoots 400 feet per second. This has more, if not a little bit more, penetration power than a 68 gram, and this is just a 61 gram. This thing on the Byrna's website, it actually punched through, I want to say 1/2-inch plywood, and it actually shot through a drywall, one drywall, and went through the other one as well. So this is extremely, extremely good stuff. Now it's on Dale.
Commander Brown.
There we go. All you do is just plop this joker in, and then that's it. So load up 5 shots and come in and just boom. And that's it. So, Dale, what you got there?
Commander Brown.
Uncle Commander Brown.
Uncle Commander Brown. Nephew.
Nephew, not Commander Brown. You have a bunch of these.
Yes.
What's your experience been with them so far?
So we've had to use them in real life. And
Yes.
when we did, when the violent criminal who was naked at the time and aggressing on multiple people in downtown Detroit, our team pulled it out, and before he could shoot it, the individual was compliant, got on the ground and waited for police. So it's a great tool. The barrel is so large that it causes compliance immediately.
Yeah.
Even if this person was definitely altered by drugs, but still was able to see that the end of, you can look right here, you can see it's a very large bore. And that's going to make even the person who's on drugs feel like it's best to comply.
The 8 gram CO2 is actually good for, Byrna says 15 rounds. So that is 3 mags. So it comes stock standard out of the box with 2. So you got to think 1 canister lasts you 3 mags. And then also there's actually a company, I'll put it somewhere on the screen, that actually makes extensions for these as well. So instead of 5 rounds, you can take that to 7 rounds as well. So this little compact thing, I love that it's so thin. And if you want to go on Byrna's website, they actually have bags and holsters and things like that as well that you can actually update. I love this. This looks so good. I'm just going to say.
Plus, it feels like nothing.
Yeah.
And why it's important is because everything we talk about is what? Safety oriented.
Yeah.
This is not in your ear. This is bone conduction. And these are great tools. We use these because we're able to communicate and still hear what's around us. So you can actually hear ambulances and fire trucks, first responders come to a situation.
I didn't even notice I had it until I looked, and I'm like, what's on my I was like, oh, it's so light.
lightweight.
It's so light. Can't even tell. It does have a round chamber indicator as well. So kind of like what Dale said, it has the RMSC optics footprint already cut into it. So I got to just take the plate off, bunch of red dot on it. I'm not going to flag Dale, but it has these really nice sights as well. Easy to pick up. Obviously, see that in the rear green, and up front you have the nice orange. But this is all loaded up. So I want you to do the first inaugural shots. Should be good to go.
Got it.
Yeah.
Good to go. Lots of power.
And that's, that was hitting those pretty fast. It wasn't that loud either. I know a lot of people, especially in my last one, they asked me if it's loud. It's not loud.
Well, it's loud enough to get the point across. But it's not loud enough to hurt your hearing. You don't hear anything that's disruptive. So you're not going to be, have a headache or anything.
Right.
But you're definitely going to know it's significant.
I'm going to grab something. Okay.
Now this is less lethal, and that means that it's not supposed to cause fatal injury, and I believe that because we did test it.
Yes.
It will not penetrate the skin, but it will cause some bleeding because there'll be some stretching of the skin.
Play that clip now.
All right, it's been, what, 10 minutes since the shot? And here's the aftermath. Oh, it's bleeding. Yeah, that's gnarly. Couldn't imagine getting shot with 5 of these. That's painful.
Because that hurt.
Yes, these kinetic rounds are serious. I will say this. If someone got hit in the face, it would be catastrophic.
Yeah, especially
would not kill them,
nose,
but it would
eye.
definitely be catastrophic for life.
It would stop the threat. Let me
100%, and they would need to go to a medical facility to get medical services.
Yeah,
very advanced medical services.
Absolutely.
So do not shoot in the face, as it says in the directions. You should shoot in the body if you're attacked, and only if you're attacked. Someone's attacking you or attacking someone else.
So for those people that say that these kinetic rounds will not stop a threat, because I got shot with one and that thing hurt like a joker. But Byrna thought it was funny to send these. And what these are tear gas rounds.
That's right.
So if you were in the field like you guys are, would you carry these to deter the threat? What is more?
Oh, definitely if we're not in Michigan.
Yeah.
These are not legal in Michigan.
That's why they're
and
sealed.
California and some other states. Very few. Most states allow it across the board. This is one of the very few states that do not allow these types of rounds.
Yes.
I think it's New York and California.
Yeah.
That's what I'm aware of. But yeah, these are excellent.
Yeah, these are definitely staying in the wrapper. But Byrna, thank you so much for sending them out, because they did send this up for review. But I would say if I was carrying this to deter a target, to get out of this situation, not harm anybody, definitely load up majority of the tear gas rounds, because these take effect. I'm going to play a clip of a guy who actually tested these out.
Oh, that burns. Do you want the water now? Like, that sucks. I gotta take this off.
Woo! And it took him maybe 30 seconds to feel it and breathe it in, and he was done. He was done. So
if that long, in that situation, like with his actual aggression, you're actually breathing
in heavier.
Yeah, you're actually exerting, and the exasperation is going to make you take in the chemicals faster.
Right.
So I think in real life, you'll actually feel it faster.
All right, Unc, do your thing. Oh, sorry, and that's with the same CO2. So you have another mag. So we're gonna test the theory out. So that was 10. Let's see if it gets the same velocity. Wow. No, those were rocking.
Yes, still powerful.
Yeah. That was 15 shots with one single CO2 canister.
See how many shots we get. This is 8 gram too.
Use the same one, see what happens. 17 shots? That's still pretty hard. The same CO2. It's still going.
It's 20.
Now that, yep.
22.
22 and one.
And 20 of them were strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't get weak till the last 2.
All right, so the Byrna CL. Talk about the pros and cons. Now, I will say for $550, this is a really good option.
It is.
The fact
it's
that
very expensive, but it's worth it.
You say that, but what is the price you're going to put on your life?
Right.
Right. So I think that's a really good price for it, because it comes with a bunch of different stuff. Who is this for? This is for people that are uncomfortable with firearms. Maybe Meemaw doesn't like guns, but you still want to be protected.
Well, it's also good for people that do like guns, because it becomes your intermediary. So the person who carries a firearm, you want to have something you can use for situations that do not call for the use of a firearm. For example, a fist fight, in many states, they do not allow you to use a firearm for a fist fight.
Yeah, mutual combat.
That's right. And so a Byrna gives you the ability to use a device, a weapon that does not invoke the same legal response from the legal system. It's non-lethal or less lethal.
Yeah.
And so therefore you can use it in situations where...
Less lethal and less court cases.
Yes, and less serious court cases.
Yeah.
Of conflict.
You see why I brought them. So it's
something to think about.
Absolutely. So it's legal in all 50 states. You can actually take this into gun-free zones, since this isn't a firearm, this is a launcher, so you can take it into like movie theaters, things like that, places where firearms are kind of prohibited, or it's like a policy. So another pro for that, people that, like I said, are kind of weary around firearms, this is something, like I said, Meemaw, the one thing I will say this is, especially if you have a loved one that lives by themselves, you want them to be safe, but they don't like firearms.
I believe it's all inclusive. You should have non-lethals,
yes,
lethals, you have dogs, yes, all these things, intelligent options to increase survivability.
He said the thing.
His nephew says.
He said the thing.
Nephew's gonna say it
I
too.
taught him that. The one thing I do like about it is if you give it to a family friend or loved one or your grandmother, Meemaw, is when you put the CO2 in, the system isn't primed, so you don't have to worry about it leaking. So you can actually fill this up, put 2 to 3 mags, put 1 mag in, put 2 to 3 mags on the side for Meemaw, and you have full confidence that the weapon is going to be fully ready to go if she wanted to pull the shot. There's nothing in it, I promise. So I think that's fantastic. The fact that it has a little rail built into it, so you can put a light or laser or both. You have the option to put a red dot on here. The fiber optics on here are extremely easy to pick up, no matter what lighting condition. The grip is really compact, concealable. I don't have big hands, but it actually fits in here pretty well.
You see the difference between the grip size.
Yeah.
So this is great for smaller hands.
And the one she told you not to worry about.
Right. Yeah. Big hand people, small hand people.
Yeah.
But
thanks. Call me small hand now. Thank you.
I didn't say that.
The fact that it's magazine capable. Other launchers, you have to hand feed them in. I like the fact that you can actually do mag changes as well. I only see one con with this, and it's not even really that big of a con. There's no safety. Yeah. Now the LE has a safety.
Yes.
Right here, the CL does not have a safety, but I do like the fact that it is a very, very long, that's the wall, and there's the brake. So I'd say that's a con. Also, I will say, food for thought. So when you do get your CL, they're gonna have this card right here, and basically what it's a warning that they encourage you to put 30 rounds through here. So, a couple of mags through, and then put the oil canister in so it actually primes the system and lubes what it needs to lube. I don't find that to be a con, but it's not included. You have to buy it separately.
You also need to use the correct Byrna cartridges as well. I would suggest you use just Byrna cartridges. Our air cartridges provided by Byrna because they sit perfectly flush.
Yes,
Byrna.
perfectly flush. So
you can use others, but I will say it's best and it's suggested that you only use Byrna air cartridges with your device.
Yeah, so
your launcher.
Like I said, I think this is definitely a win. If you were to carry this, what round capacity and what configuration, I should say, what you would carry? Would you do tear gas, pepper balls, and connects, or do all tear gas, all pepper balls, and why though? Because this is your profession.
So I would mix it because you want the different options. Kinetic rounds are hard, and they will penetrate windows, and that would be, I suggest that would be your first round, just in case you are dealing with some kind of significant issue. And then the pepper rounds are good because it causes breathing problems. Like you're inhibiting the person's ability to breathe.
Correct.
Which is actually more painful than impacting someone. Okay. So now they can't see or breathe, and that lasts for minutes. So you're talking about incapacitating someone for a long period of time. Yes.
Okay.
So I would suggest you stagger either pepper, tear gas, and kinetic rounds so that you have all 3 options very quickly.
So would you also recommend this for everybody?
Everyone needs this, and I'll tell you why, even if you carry a firearm, because you need to have intermediary options. So in some places like Michigan, you can't have a taser if you have a CPL. You can carry a gun and you can get the ability to carry a taser. And you should have some kind of intermediary if you're carrying a firearm. Pepper spray, baton, something. The more options you have, the more intelligent options you have, the more you increase your survivability and your ability to stay out of jail, prison.
Yeah,
okay?
That's expensive.
Yes, that can be very, if you like freedom, you like money, you need to find ways to not
like
violence.
Your family? Yeah.
Yes. So less violence means less problematic conditions. However, you can be sued when you defend yourself. Something about it. You can still be sued when you use things to defend yourself, even though you're the good guy. So the less danger, less damage you do to someone, the better it is for you financially. So something to think about is when you have less injury, you have less death, you have less to worry about legally. And that means civilly and criminally.
All right, last question.
Yes.
Because you are who you are, and you do all the disarms, can you disarm this?
I can. And I just did.
You just did. I love it. I love it.
It's a good try, nephew.
Appreciate it.
Nephew.
So you highly recommend this?
Yes, highly recommend this.
It. Okay, well.
But not on the commander. You don't use it on the commander.
Clearly.
He learned.
Nobody can.
He learned.
Nobody can. You guys will see us out in the range here soon. Once it starts kind of warming up where we get an indoor range, we do some more drills actually indoors and stuff like that. So all that being said, I'm Ron. This is Commander Brown, and this is the Byrna CL. See you guys on the next one. God bless. Couldn't
don't do
get
that.
him.
Never do that.
I couldn't get him.
Intelligent officers increase survivability.
I did. I'm dead.
Don't shoot and burn outside.
I'm dead.